welcome to this week's episode of the Movie Dump Podcast. I'm Ben.
Movie Dump with Condorman.
And that would be Nick and Scott.
Nick and Scott
with Condorman.
Condorman.
This
powers of a small condor amplified by the
powers of Ben.
Sheer farting power of Ben. Condorman. Traveling through the air approximately 3 miles an hour.
Flapping giant wings.
That's a little too fast there.
2 miles an hour.
That's more like it.
Seeking out mice and rodents throughout all the fields. Condorman strikes down upon a little snake and eats it. Sorry, I think condors eat snakes.
No, they're vultures. They eat carcasses.
Condorman eating dead things left and right.
Somebody's got to do it. Might as well be Condorman. All right, that's
right. So if you haven't realized by now, we watched Condorman this week, and you're probably sitting there saying, "What the hell is Condorman?" Well, it was a film back in the '80s that Disney produced, and oh wow,
and then it disappeared after.
It disappeared, but recently it's been coming back as a cult favorite among Disney fans.
No, it hasn't.
Ben only got this because it was obscure.
It really sucked.
That wasn't that bad.
You know what it reminded me of? I don't know why, but for some reason it really reminded me of Cloak and Dagger.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like nobody here knows what Cloak and Dagger is.
The beginning of it kind of was very...
With Dabney Coleman? Come on.
Nick, nobody's watched that movie.
The Atari game? No.
I don't think anybody's ever seen that movie except for you.
Yes.
I think you made that movie.
Condorman making up movies left and right.
It kind of reminded me of Pink Panther at the beginning of the film.
Yeah,
a lot.
It was definitely what it was. It really wasn't as much of a superhero movie as we would like to it have been. But it was. It's a story about. Well, actually, here, Scott, just give the synopsis.
Okay. Synopsis.
Unlock the
Condorman. He's gonna read the synopsis of Condorman. Condorman. And Scott's gonna read it now.
Are you sure?
Go.
Okay. Cartoonist Woody. All right. Cartoonist Woody becomes the superhero he draws. Using his gadgets, he helps a Soviet spy defect to the West.
Yes.
He is the 1981 Condorman.
Condorman. Dun, dun, dun.
Now we're merging theme songs with Popular's early 90s sitcoms.
A-Team on it?
Yeah. It fits in well.
Condorman.
Well, I think.
Did you see like Condorman and Mr. T teaming up together?
I pity the fool don't like no Condorman. Hey, that's me.
Hey.
Condorman!
So yeah, it was. It's about a comic book writer.
Mild-mannered comic book writer. What was his real name? Do we even know?
Woody something.
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson.
No, not Woody Harrelson.
Woody Allen.
No, not Woody Allen.
Woody from Toy Story.
No, not Woody from Toy Story.
Come
on, there's more Woodies out there.
Is there more Woodies?
I feel like I should be like, yeah, there's more Woodies in my pants, but I'm surrounded by dudes, so that really doesn't work.
Really bad joke from Scott. It's a really bad joke from Scott right over there.
This is gonna be the podcast review, the musical.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a comic book writer who wants to stay true to his comics by only writing what can be done in real life. So he's testing out all these different contraptions for Condorman, and if it works in real life, then he'll put it in his comics. So in the comic that he's writing, at the beginning of the movie, we see him in France trying to fly.
Apparently, he makes a lot of money as a comic book writer.
Yeah. And one of his buddies who works for the government, CIA, who he thinks is a spy. We're really not sure if he is or not. He's very covert about it because that's what spies do.
Yeah.
He gets mixed.
You don't know he's a spy until it's too late and the knife is already stuck in your back.
And then you're dead.
Hell yeah.
Knife in your back, and now you're spilling blood.
But not on the carpet, cause that would be bad. Stains will come out of the carpet real well.
That's why you got to buy Stainmaster Plus. Get some blood stains out of the carpet well.
I like how we're not even using the Condorman
Look, we've
theme
been singing
anymore.
for upwards of almost 10 minutes now?
Yeah.
Probably.
We've gone
This is the most
into...
lyrical podcast ever.
It's gone from, just like our podcast, talking about the movie, the theme has gone from you using the theme of this movie to using the theme of A-Team. Next is going to be Magnum P.I.
Nobody knows.
And then we're going to go
Yeah.
into... I don't know.
Ben doesn't know the theme to Magnum P.I.
It's going to be... Then you're going to go into Hawaii Five-0 and Gilligan's Island, and you're going to keep going down.
Yeah, he's probably right. He's
Maybe.
he's
It's
probably
possible.
right. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's possible.
It's like, I've done this before. I've done the song and dance with you guys before.
It could happen.
So Woody gets mixed up with a CIA business because his buddy needs a civilian to deliver some papers to a KGB agent, and uses Woody. But
And-
Woody, wanting to be the spy and all that,
Makes up a bunch of shit.
yeah, makes up a bunch of shit. Tells the woman
The bear.
the bear, the codename the bear, or Natalia,
Sexy bear.
who becomes the
Yeah.
love interest later on, that he is actually a spy and his codename is Condorman, and all hell just breaks loose from that point on.
He's very good at accomplishing his goals in a very casual manner.
It's a very bumbling idiot type of
Condorman accomplishes goals in a very casual manner.
That's something that's stupid. He writes all his comics off of stuff that he does in real life. In reality, that would be the most boring comic ever.
Yeah.
But
You know,
Well,
this
no,
superhero would be taking a lot of cabs
well,
and
it wasn't,
making a lot of phone
stuff that he
calls to
did.
the
It wasn't
authorities.
stuff that he did in real life.
He's-
It was just if he can do it in real life, he was able to put it in the comic. So
It's basically
in the
a
comic,
diary.
Yeah, in the comic, Condorman went to Paris to
and jumped off the Eiffel Tower
Yeah.
using an experimental wingsuit
So he-
and almost died.
I
If he
like to
died,
think-
then
Well,
they're
that isn't what he wrote in the comic.
Well, yeah,
he
because
was
dead.
testing
If
it.
he was dead, it wouldn't have worked because he
This
wouldn't
guy,
have been able to,
he
put it in
was
the
like
comic.
a modern day Christopher Nolan, because Christopher Nolan took Batman and put him in, real life.
A modern day Christopher Nolan is modern day.
This guy, for his
like-
It's
time,
like the '80s version
a
of Christopher
modern
Nolan.
day Christopher Nolan from today.
Or
He is like a future Christopher Nolan is like a past version of Condorman, taking stuff that should be in the comic and putting it in real life.
it seems like with this podcast, you feel more comfortable doing it in song.
Well, he had a really catchy
Yeah.
theme song, or at least the beginning of it. I mean, it was.
You're like fumbling over your words. You can't say what you want to say, and then you burst into song, and it works.
Yep. He's got a method down. He's got a method.
Works out well.
Yeah.
I like to think
Condor Nick, I sing about what I want to.
brain disorder, my thoughts form clear. When I'm singing a song, they come out so well.
So, the Natalia, who Woody meets up with, and where was it? What was it?
Yugoslavia.
No,
Oh, wait,
Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Istanbul was the first
Then
one.
Yugoslavia.
Then Yugoslavia.
Yeah, it was. It says Istanbul and then Yugoslavia, because
And then Italy.
we're all like, wait, is Yugoslavia still a country? And we ought to look it up. Which, hey, if you don't know the history of
1981 it
Yugoslavia,
was.
holy crap.
Yeah.
Poor
the way-
Yugoslavians.
all the way up
Sorry.
to what? It was like 89. It was a country, and then years 91 and 92 was really busy for them.
Yeah.
A lot of things were happening over in Yugoslavia in
Oof.
the
Oh man.
early 90s.
Map makers were pissed.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Crap!
Can you imagine like Apple Maps back then?
Shit.
Oh, jeez.
They'll never get it right. But all right, so back on track. So Natalia wants to defect from the KGB, and the only person that she wants to come rescue her to get her out of the country is Condorman. And so the CIA is like, who the fuck is Condorman?
That's what I said last week,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, pretty
yeah.
much. And then they figure out what's going on. So they send Woody to go to help her defect to the U.S.
Yep.
And
Woody
Not
seems
after
to be
not after Woody convinces him to build a bunch of really
Yeah,
stupid
yeah.
shit.
first Woody's Woody's very hesitant. He's like, I don't want to fucking do this. No.
Unless
And then they're
you
like,
make
yeah.
me Condor Man.
Yeah, well, he didn't know who the Bear was, because they were using code name the Bear, because that wasn't how he knew her. And then once he found out it was the woman that he met in Istanbul, he's like, okay, I'll do it.
Like, fuck yeah,
but we're gonna do it right.
In them pants.
Yeah, he's like, we're gonna do it right. You're gonna build all this stuff. So he pretty much he commissioned the CIA to build him his Condorman suit,
like a modern day
Cars.
James Cameron.
Yep.
His car.
James, we can't do this. Yes, you can. You'll do it.
So yeah, so you had a Condorman car, you had a Condorman boat, you had the Condorman wings,
The decoder ring.
the decoder wing. I can't.
He didn't have the decoder.
No, he
Didn't know. Okay.
No,
The Condor Cave.
No, he didn't.
No,
have
no Condor Cave.
No.
The Condor Perch.
You know,
The Condor purse.
That probably worked well.
This guy did everything opposite to what superheroes do. Like, superheroes want to hide their identity. This guy was so starving for attention that he's like, I'm Condor Man. Don't
He's
you
like-
know of Condor Man?
he's
Anyone
like, we're
here
gonna
know
make
Condor Man? I'm Condor Man.
Everything's gonna be bright yellow and red
Yeah.
because that doesn't stand out at all.
You're trying to make a secret getaway, and what do? You get in a speedboat that's yellow, red, and orange, shooting lasers out of it, and
Well,
take off.
to his credit, when he started out, when he had to go to Yugoslavia, he was disguised as an old man, and it sort of worked all right.
Yeah, that kind of.
And then he
worked.
got in a gypsy car, and that
Yeah.
sort of worked all right because that's what they drive in Yugoslavia.
Yeah, then,
obviously.
and then he gets attacked by like the black Porsche club.
The Porsche Patrol.
Yeah, and then he destroys the Gypsy Mobile.
Yep.
Turns into Condor Mobile.
Gypsy Mobile turned to Condor car.
Yeah, which is yeah.
So I guess in that there's a helicopter scene in there where I guess the bad guy, whatever his name is, Boris, I don't know, Count Voskalitis.
Kodvok.
His name was.
Don't you use the gotcha jerking off goddamn
Oh,
joke
come on!
again.
It's a classic
You
joke.
use
Works
it
for
every
all
time whenever-
occasion. It works for every occasion. There's
Scott's
nothing
like,
that doesn't fit
hey, there's a
in.
Russian. Gotcha jerking off.
That's the that's
I'm Scott. I only have one
only
joke
place
with
that
Russians.
goes, yes, I do, and it works in every occasion.
Scott and Ben, they're having a fight. And Nick's gonna sing to ease the tension now. Yeah, the helicopter scene. So there's a scene where the Russian guy, I guess he abducted the bear, or Natalia.
Just seems weird calling her
girl.
the bear.
Yeah, whatever.
Wow.
And I guess, like, in real life, she wasn't really acting scared in that scene. So he's like, bitch, I'm going to open a fucking helicopter door and dangle your ass out of it. And he did it. And she was pretty pissed.
Yep. You can see it, too. You can see it.
And wait for that scene. Red helicopter, watch it. She elbows him. And he's like, bitch. In real life. That happened in real life, you guys.
Yeah, those are real emotions.
Real life.
Yeah.
Those are real emotions. That's why it's the best movie ever.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like a snuff film, but without the snuff.
Yeah, nobody really... It's
So
like
it's
a
like-
Disney snuff film, guys.
Disney snuff film, yeah.
Snuff film Disneyized. Yeah, there we go.
That's from Walt's private collection.
It's where Mickey Mouse offs Minnie Mouse. Yeah. Where do we go after that?
I don't know. To church and repent? I don't know.
It's like after that point, it's like, fuck, I don't know what we do. The good thing about this movie is the pacing was actually really well. It
actually was.
There wasn't
was pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
There really wasn't any dead spots in there. It did its purpose. It was
Stuff was happening
yeah.
all the time in this movie.
It was
for the most
kind of
part.
funny. I mean, it wasn't like laugh out loud hysteria, but
It wasn't jokes that made you groan or anything.
No.
It was like, meh.
it was like,
Yeah.
okay. It's situations that are kind of funny.
Would've
There's
liked-
slapstick in there, here and there.
I don't know. Like, going into this movie, I expected, like, it was a Condorman superhero. Not that it was, he was a spy with, Condor-like gadgets.
Yeah. Which there was very little Condor.
A little bit.
Yeah, it was more that was his code name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And playing off of the
I accept that.
the character in the comic book. And then later on he creates Natalia, makes her a comic book character.
Laser Girl.
Was it Laser Girl or Laser Lady?
Laser Girl.
It was Laser.
I think it was Laser.
Lady.
Laser Lady.
Look, this is all I know about this guy. I like to imagine that Woody is like this really good comic artist who is just terrible at making up superhero names.
He's
like, guys, I don't know why my books aren't selling. I have such great ideas, but I just can't make anything that anybody wants to sell.
I don't know. Laser Girl versus Alien AIDS was really good. The gonorrhea gypsy was out there, and
it's like I came up with a superhero who could light himself on fire, and I called him the Human Marshmallow. I don't know what in the world is going on here. Why is this selling? It's selling great in Yugoslavia, but here in town, just Marvel's kicking my ass.
I have a guy who he triggers people's allergies and makes them sneeze all the time. I called him a pepper shaker. It's a stupid name.
And her sidekick, Spice Girl. I don't know. I tried really hard, you guys.
I just don't understand why people aren't picking them up.
With their monkey, Old Salty. Oh crap, we've already made up 3 superheroes. Tons better than Laser Girl and Condorman. Their adventures will be pretty wacky. Just saying.
All right. You got channel your Woody creativity. Aquaman. What would Woody call Aquaman?
Water lad.
Water boy.
Water boy.
Water boy.
You call him Water boy. All right. Martian Manhunter. What would you call him? Tall green guy.
No, I think that. No, Martian Manhunter would be
the Martian Kid.
No, I don't think that. Marzo, the amazing man.
The amazing Marzo.
The amazing Marzo.
Marzo.
The amazing Marzo, hunter man. The amazing Marzo that hunts man.
What about Flash? I got one for Flash. Sprint Boy.
The 5K Kid.
His power is the quickening.
Marathonian. Fasty.
His secret identity is Jay Walker.
How fucked up would it be if the Flash's secret identity was a paraplegic?
Oh. No one would
expect it. Like
exactly.
this whole time, he's like wheeling around, and
if only I had use of my legs.
And all of a sudden, Flash shows up, and he's no longer there. They're like, "Hey, where did Timmy go?"
Who's the Flash? This Olympic sprinter or this guy in the rascal?
Professor Zoom would never figure it out.
I'm pretty sure that would stump Dr.
Doom. Yeah, Dr. Hugo Strange would never figure that out. You can run really fast, but you're in a wheelchair. Why?
How does this make sense?
This does not make sense at all.
You always walk.
I don't know why we just made Hugo Strange like a German doctor.
Guy.
It just fits.
He seems it in this universe. Why not? I should have known it was you, Mr. J. Walker. The name was too damn ironic.
That makes sense, but this wheelchair for Flash, no. I cannot connect it. Would you run over by a man in a wheelchair before? No. I don't know.
Well, funny story. I found it in a ditch and I just kept it. I'm really fucking lazy when I'm not running around at
Why
light
the
speed.
fuck would you do that?
I get tired. Hard day of running around saving people. I just want to, sit in a wheelchair.
Oh wait, that does make sense. Actually, I guess okay.
That makes perfect sense.
Well, now that we've fleshed that character and story arc out, let's...
Yeah, all right.
There you go. Who owns
Not
Marvel
that
now?
hard.
Disney. There you go, Disney. Oh no, that's not Marvel. It's well, they'll probably own it.
Yeah, they'll probably own it anyway.
Give them another year or two. They'll own DC as well. Why not?
Right. They'll just buy Warner Brothers, and then that'll buy Disney. And...
Think about the crossover right there. You could have like Harry Potter and Star Wars, and then Marvel and DC.
Galactus shows up and just sucks the planet dry.
Yeah. Yep.
And then Condorman comes to save the day. He's gonna fight Galactus by clawing his eyes out.
With his condor claws that he doesn't have in this movie.
Okay, so we all noticed something towards the end of the movie where Woody was wanting all this Condor shit. He wanted to be Condorman. The CIA spent all this money to give him this gear, and he makes this awesome getaway.
It's like a glider made out
with
of
the glider.
Condor wings.
It's the Condor glider.
Which he actually had it. Which he actually was messing around with at the beginning when he jumped off the Eiffel Tower.
Because I guess that's supposed to be like his big thing, is he could fly, and he gets it. He finally gets it. So you can see that this is something that he's been wanting since the beginning of the movie, because he was messing around with his own prototype, which failed, and then he finally gets it at the end of the movie, and it works. He makes this awesome rescue and lands at the harbor. And what does he do? He fucking leaves the goddamn glider sitting next to the boat on the pier and just takes off and leaves it behind.
Well, he can't be perfect all the time. Let's see. He saved the day. He got the girl.
Master of disguise,
and then just left his glider out in the middle where the Russians are just like, this is pretty sweet.
You know what it is?
We're so going to fuck the United States up on this.
Condorman got away, but look at this.
Glider.
Son of a bitch.
It seems like when a kid finally gets a toy that he's been wanting, plays with it for like 5 minutes, is like, I'm bored. He just leaves it somewhere. That's exactly. Condorman's a fucking kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Got his glider that the daddy CIA gave him, and then
I want to go to a baseball game now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, it's sort of funny because when the CIA was trying to get him to work for it, trying to get him to work for them,
right?
It was really funny because the whole time, like the things that Condor Woody was saying were just so ridiculous, and the CIA was going along with it. In my head, I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is what the CIA would do if they found some guy they really needed who had a really serious mental illness. Oh, don't worry about it. We'll build all that stuff for you. No, not.
It'll work fine. Don't worry. Here you go. Just don't jump off any tall buildings. It'll be all right. You are a condor now. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Congratulations.
That's what I was thinking. The guy was just delusional.
Something else that I think is worthy of mentioning is the budget of this film. Probably not so high. So what do? Get like 6 Porsches. Bunch of speedboats.
They did blow a lot of their budget on vehicles.
They blew up every single Porsche and speedboat in there.
Yeah. And this was a big fallacy thing, because that Condor car was supposed to be so cool, but when you see it, it's immediately being followed by 6 kick-ass black Porsche 911s. So you're
yeah.
Well, how are you going to compare it? Like, why would I even want the Condor car now?
Yeah.
This is horrible.
Because it had rear-mounted lasers.
I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this toy.
Which Scott brought up a very good point while we were watching it. The first round of lasers that Condorman shoots off are straight down the middle of the car. And all the cars behind him are on the side. And then right after that, he shoots off the lasers on the side, and all the cars are in the middle. So his accuracy is really bad.
What would be your obvious choice after you do this? Well, let's see. If I fire the middle one, they go to the side. If I fire the side ones, they go to the middle.
Scott's like, why the fuck does he shoot them both off at the same time?
What's the car's going to do?
Yeah.
You know what it is? That's because I think he was operating under 1980s video game boss fights, where you can only fire a certain range at any given time.
Or the fact that he's like, hey, here's a guy that's never had any experience with this type of technology whatsoever. He
put him in a training module at least,
There's no training. They're just like, all right, we're sending you to Yugoslavia or wherever the fuck it was.
In a car you've never used.
In a car you've never used.
Let alone has a GPS chip in it or anything. You just drive.
But don't worry, we can pick it up on from space because it's bright yellow.
Yeah.
So, they're just telling him that. Like, yeah, Condor Man, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be great, Condor.
No, we got you. Don't worry about it.
It's like, apparently you use a stupid, star wipe shitty thing to transition from you getting the tools to you being able to operate them like James Bond.
He also he fired these lasers once, and that was it. And he did the one thing that annoyed me out of probably every '80s bad guy that was just horrible, like where they implemented a really good plan and it just immediately failed, and they're like, "Damn it!" I'm like, "Try it again. It might work the second time." It was actually a pretty fail-safe plan. Why'd you give up so fast?
What plan was that?
Well, he just fired his lasers once. He's like, "Pew! Oh, damn it, missed." We try it again.
Oh, wait. Condorman firing his lasers? Yeah, he fired it once, and that was that. I don't think...
was there like a 3-hour recharge on lasers or something? All right, one shot. Pew! Ah, shit.
No, it's like...
I can't fire him again without turning off the radio, but this is my favorite song.
It's like an air horn. It has to
the laser's like Green Lantern. He has to recharge by saying, a pledge before he can use it again. But he never read that part of the manual.
By
so
lasers,
like,
light, by... future
when
condors
fly,
I'm Condorman.
When condors fly and lasers die. Shit! What the fuck was it?
I'll just run them off the road. Why do I have to make everything so goddamn complicated?
I'll just make a ramp in my car.
Yeah, who the fuck did that come from?
Everybody knows that your spy car has to have highly situational weapons.
Yeah,
that's the only way it's going to work.
Yeah, it's weapons where it's there just not to kill the people, but just to
annoy them,
just to maim them and annoy them enough to where they back off for at least 2 more scenes.
You're going to really hate this a little bit when it comes at you.
You know what's really funny,
that was
though?
A very big inconvenience.
It was, there was the Condor car, which was in theme of Condorman, but the weapons on Condor car just were really generic. Like lasers, it should have been like the Italian lasers or something, or
where was the
instead of like
the Condor boomerang or whatever.
Yeah, he should have like little beaks that fell out of the back of his car and like punctured the tires of the other cars.
It's like fucking Angry Birds.
Something.
Look, if you're gonna be a theme superhero, you gotta have a theme.
You gotta have.
Everything's gotta be the theme.
Well, it's Disney. You can't just start throwing birds out.
Yeah, because Disney doesn't have themes.
Yeah.
Space Mountain. Fantasyland.
I'm saying Disney's not going to support a movie where they're doing harm to animals. Throwing birds off at cars. Come on.
Well, little metal birds that pop tires
more like
and stuff,
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Where Sean. Oh wait, they own that now.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
Yes, they do. Yes,
over,
they do.
Ben. It's over.
Condorman!
I was really looking forward to something like a grappling hook that would be called the Condor Claw.
Yeah, something.
Something awesome. Classy. Well, not classy weapons, but weapons that are themed. That's all you want in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It would add to the Condor effect.
You should have had like a pet condor or something.
Really, Condorman is probably the shittiest idea because
a Condor copter.
Condor copter, something. Yeah, but I mean, all you have is like the flying the glider thing. That's all you got.
Well, to his credit, his car did turn into a hovercraft.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah,
you were in the bathroom during
then.
Yeah, or getting coffee or some shit.
Yeah, I was getting coffee.
Condor core turned into a hovercraft.
I figured that an exciting chase scene would be the opportune time to go get coffee.
Yeah, that's what I do with all the Bond films. Every time something exciting happens, well, it's time for me to run down to the general store and grab myself a soda pop.
I absolutely believe that 100%.
Yeah, I imagine him saying that.
Sitting at home. Well, it's that time again. I got a powerful parchment in my mouth.
Well, I've got to hit the dusty trail.
I love to get a Pabst Blue Ribbon. I'm gonna get a soda pop down at my local stop and go mart. I put my boots on. And whistles all the way.
I gotta go and crank up my Model T.
Saying hello to all my neighbors. Hey, fuck you, Scott. Howdy. Lovely day, isn't it? Piss off.
God damn, that's really how it is, too.
We've seen a glimpse into Scott's world when we're not around.
Well, I got that big straw hat and those overalls. People just get weird on me. I don't know.
Oh. That's great.
Wow. Condorman, it's nothing to do with Scott.
My life is so sad. I'm gonna go cut on myself. Self-deprecation goes well in a song.
If I couldn't laugh at myself, I'd probably be dead.
Oh.
Cyanide, I wish I had some. I'd drink it right up and then you'd be all sorry.
Oh, that was depressing.
It took a deep, dark turn there for a second.
Scott killed himself.
But I did it in the way that Condorman would have done it, jumping off a really high place with wings that probably wouldn't work. So,
hey, if you're gonna die, at least you went out that way.
If I'm ever gonna murder somebody, I think what I'm gonna do is dress them up in a chicken suit and push them off a tall building. Because when it's the perfect crime, because the police show up and they're like, oh, well, this guy was obviously an idiot. That's it.
Well, he said he was chicken, so I don't know where I was going with that.
Damn it, Scott.
There's half a good joke in there.
Let's talk about the blatant the blatant disregard of secrecy when you have someone that defects to your country. At the end of the movie, the CIA flies a blimp over Dodgers Stadium and has a big, huge sign on that says, "Welcome, Natalia, to the USA."
Yeah, I can see how that could be a security protocol breach.
What are you talking about? I think that's tax money well spent right there. Come on, geez.
I mean, really?
Technically, I guess it could have been any Natalia, but if it said Natalia the Bear, KGB expert.
This is her picture. This is what she looks like. If she is around in your section, give her a good old welcome.
Thanks for defecting to the United States of America.
Your KGB secrets will be used properly.
We've already enrolled you in Medicare. Pick up your paycheck. Enjoy welfare.
Yeah, and then they definitely left it off at the end where it could have gone into a sequel.
Could have had a sequel.
Yeah, because apparently the CIA said, "Oh well, he got this one woman out. Maybe he could do some more.
Maybe he could overthrow Haiti.
You know what? maybe this is what
bring down Castro.
This is what I like to think now that this is the movie that Bill Clinton watched before he went and got the girls out of North Korea.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Took me a while. That's
Nick
like
and Scar don't follow world events.
Well, not Bill Clinton world events. We only know two things about Bill Clinton. One of them I don't know, and the other one was a fair.
Bill Clinton got a blowjob from Monica Lewinsky. She got some sperm on her shirt.
This is like actually the end of this movie was sort of like a way less dramatic version of the end of the Super Mario Brothers movie, where they just blatantly set it up for a sequel and nothing.
Yeah, I did like how they did it, where it wasn't like, oh, hey, we're going to send you to blah, 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 and like actually say it. It was his friend saying, oh, hey, they want you to, and then he whispers. So it could be anything like, they want you to get an autograph, or go buy them some nachos. They're hungry. Anything like that. There was a wide range of things that could have been said right there.
Got pretty excited for nachos. He's like, nachos?
That'd be funny they didn't do it.
It's Nacho Tuesday. Buy one nacho, get one free.
If they're like, Condorman, we need you to overthrow China, and then like the next, they actually make a sequel that has nothing to do with it, and they just have to start that one with like, well, since you overthrew China, now we have this third mission for you.
It like ends with him already doing it. Like, well, I'm glad I just overthrew China.
He walks across the Chinese border. That was easy. Boy, did we have a lot of wacky adventures. Time for Condorman in accounting school.
What the fuck?
Condorman going to accounting school.
Adding machines aren't very exciting.
No one likes math except for Condorman.
Yeah.
Blah.
Blah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that was a little bit. That was like it plus bonus material right
Yeah,
there.
it was.
Yeah,
That was 5 minutes of movie and 30 minutes of us fucking around. That's what that was.
Hey, we're good at that.
Yep.
That's what we do.
It's true.
Yeah, we procrastinate. If we were comic book if we were a comic book team, we'd be called the
procrastinators.
I was going to say guys that don't do stuff.
In Woody's world, we be the guys that don't do stuff.
That's yeah.
Hey guys, you want to
actually? We wouldn't even come up with a name because we've been procrastinating so much. We'll just be playing Madden, watching clips on YouTube.
We should really do stuff.
Man, what should we do today?
Guys who don't do stuff. North Korea's taking over the world. You gotta help us. But we have kittens dancing with babies to watch on YouTube.
I don't know. Madden 2012 just came in.
What? They killed all the electricity. We can't play video games. Now we have to do stuff.
We gotta get electricity back on.
We gotta get a generator.
Hey guys, since there's no electricity, all this beer's gonna go to waste.
Drink it!
Yeah. So, final reviews?
There were a lot of lasers in this movie. Sorta.
I don't know. I went in this movie expecting one thing, didn't get it, but wasn't incredibly disappointed with what I did get. I don't even know. I don't know, man. It wasn't that great. I would be totally fine if I never saw this again. It's hard to say go out and watch it because, I really have nothing to grasp onto.
Would it be something of, not go out and watch it, but if you come across it, give it a watch?
Maybe. You know what? I think I would equate this movie. It'd be like if you are a huge Disney fan, and you just have to have every movie in there, this would be a great one to put in there. You know what this is? This is like me buying 1,000 shares of medical marijuana penny stock. Just for the novelty of saying I'm part owner of a medical marijuana company. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I would.
Good analogy.
So if you need that in your life, Condorman is your medical marijuana stock.
If you just want to be, for that off chance that you're sitting somewhere in public, overhearing someone talk about, movies, and then you hear Condorman, you can turn around and be like, I know that.
Yeah, that's about it.
I know Condorman.
That
and
is
you can turn back around and people will be like, well, he's got a fucking
wow,
life.
that isn't it.
Yeah. It's like a movie that I think you would watch as a kid and then have fond memories of it, and then you watch it 20 years later and you're like, why the fuck did I like this?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I was going to say, probably, there's people who watch as a kid and are like, this movie was awesome. Yeah. So many explosions and lasers. And then they go back and watch it and same thing. They're just like, this movie sucks.
Yeah.
It's called the He-Man effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it's along the lines with anyone who does goes and eats ghost pepper hot wings or grilled cheese hamburgers where it's the grilled cheese as the buns.
Yeah.
You don't do it because you're like,
you do it because you're around by your friends and you're making a really stupid decision.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and you're just like, boy, this would be stupid to do, and it would be something to talk about.
No one actually likes those things.
It's a bonding experience.
That's a perfect analogy.
It's a bonding experience.
Nobody likes this.
Nobody
does
challenge.
this thing. You do it because you want to hang out with your buddies, so you got to throw something on.
Yeah, this is exactly what this is equal to a food challenge.
Yeah.
You do it with friends, you don't do it by yourself.
Right.
I couldn't imagine watching this movie by myself.
Oh yeah.
It's really weird because this movie isn't like bad or anything.
No.
It's just it really isn't what you're expecting. Like Nick says, you got even the title sequence and the first scene, you're like, oh yeah, it's Condorman. He's a superhero.
You're kind of like that.
Yeah. And then it just isn't. You're just like, yeah, this is.
I was more anxious later on as I got into it than I was at the title sequence.
Oh, you're like, where's Condorman?
I was just like,
Condorman. Well, I've seen all this stuff. I haven't seen Condorman.
Well, because it's a cartoon Condorman flying around, real footage from Paris, and you're just kind of like, okay, what's going on?
Yep.
And then you finally see it was kind of an interesting setup because you see him standing there on top of the Eiffel Tower. And you see his buddy running down the street with the video camera or with the just still camera, regular camera, and walkie-talkies and like, okay, I'm ready. All right, we're ready. Let's go. And does this all... Here, I'll play the monologue.
Who can save Princess Juliet? Held captive by the evil Count Lorca? Who can save the city? Who? This is a job for Condorman!
So what it is, it's the kid wearing a blanket on his around his neck like a cape, up on his parents' roof of their house, going, "I'm gonna fly, I'm Superman." Crash and burn. It's the same scenario.
Wait, what? The kid burns when he hits the ground? What sort of weird?
Not literally.
Seriously.
Not literally.
I feel sorry for your kids. They're going to be like, here, take this napalm, jump off this thing. That way when you crash, you can burn too.
It's that same effect, but grown up, and instead of your house, it's the Eiffel Tower. And instead of crashing and burning, he crashes into the water and almost drowned because the currents were sucking him up. In real life, that actually happened.
Yeah.
He almost drowned.
Probably
the actor almost drowned because of the weight of the
Not
suit
true.
and the current.
All right, that is true actually.
But yeah, that was the opening, and that actually kind of got me more interested in it than the title sequence or what we've seen before for it, because that kind of showed like, okay, he's not really a superhero. He's a guy that wants to be
nutball jumping off the Eiffel Tower.
Nutball. He wants to be a superhero, and then you realize what he is. He's a comic book character trying to actually live out his character. That would be like Bob Kane trying to be Batman, or Stan Lee trying to be Spider-Man.
It's like Defendor.
No.
Oh, Defendor was good.
Yeah. Defendor was just a guy being a superhero.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and watch that again.
It wasn't a guy writing a comic book and then do it. It'd have been like, I don't know, Stan Lee being Spider-Man.
Yeah. I'm Spider-Man, true believer.
Ah, shit, my hip.
Excelsior!
Jump out of the building. Oh!
This doesn't work for real!
Oh, shit, Stan Lee. Whoa.
Yeah, so I would say give it a watch, but it's something that would probably, it would definitely be better if you watch it with friends.
Yeah, that's basically my review too.
Because it's going to be a movie that you're not going to get through the whole entire thing if you sit down and watch it by yourself, because you'll get bored. But if you're watching it with friends, when you start getting bored, you start making fun of it, or browsing the internet.
Yeah.
Or playing the new Star Wars Angry Birds.
Right.
Yeah.
Or drinking coffee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or
autoerotic asphyxiation.
Exactly.
There's that too.
It's better with friends. Wait, what?
Those are called safe zones.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a watcher. What can I
say? You know they're your friends if they loosen the belt.
I think that might be a good signal to stop the podcast before we get to something even weirder happening.
But you only loosen the belt right after the eyes roll back. You have to get the full effect.
Oh.
You can't do it too prematurely. All right, Scott, your review.
Thought I knew you guys. I don't know. Well, so
what are you bringing next week?
He still has to give his review. Do you watch? Would you say watch it, buy it, never see it again?
Autoerotic asphyxiation aside, this movie. Yeah, I agree with you guys. It's one of those, like, if you want to watch something weird and obscure, like from Disney, a la like The Black Hole or something like that, but you don't want to watch The Black Hole, watch Condorman.
There you go.
Because it's from Disney, early '80s, when Disney didn't really do that much stuff.
Well, they did stuff.
It didn't do.
But it's mainly like the Swiss Family Robinson. And Treasure Island, shit like that.
Yeah.
Not Condorman.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Because it's an okay movie. It's just really far out there.
Yeah. Shaggy Dog.
Yeah.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah. I'd give it a watch. Maybe.
Well,
yeah.
Pete's Dragon.
You're not missing anything if you don't watch it.
What is a Disney movie? Parent Trap.
Yeah.
Not the Lindsay Lohan version.
That was
Kirby the Love Bug, was that?
Yeah, Herbie the Love Bug. Not
Kirby.
Kirby.
Kirby. Oh yeah.
Kirby was that little fluffy.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man.
That eats everything.
He's just a little fluff puff that
just
eats up everything.
Hungry.
Yeah, he's just hungry. I think he has an eating disorder or something. Because he eats and eats and eats, but never changes shape. Except for a little bit.
And blows.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
oh.
Actually, that is a good analogy of Kirby.
He
eats and eats and eats, and then he just throws it all up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he's bulimic. Kirby's bulimic. So if you've taken anything away from this podcast,
Don't be bulimic.
Don't be bulimic
Yep,
like Kirby. Because everyone's seen what happens to him. He's no longer around.
Oh man.
He has to throw into like a fighting competition with other Nintendo mascots.
Yeah,
Which is pretty much like the Dancing with the Stars for Nintendo.
Yeah. Good analogy.
All right, so next week is Scott's pick.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, we're back in that time of the year again where I start shoving holiday movies down everybody's throats, whether they want it or not.
Hooray!
So, yeah. I'm trying. I heard a rumor that Thanksgiving 2 is out.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
I've tried to
actually
find
out.
I guess. I don't know if it's on like Netflix or anything. Probably not, but you never know.
We got connections.
We got connections.
Yeah.
I talked to the director. We can get a copy.
All right, well, we got to get a copy
tell
then.
him. Right, send him an email. Tell him we need a copy post haste of Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving 2, the quickening electric boogaloo.
Back for seconds.
Back for second. Is
Whatever.
that the subtitle for it?
I don't remember the subtitle.
Back for
is, but
seconds?
I think that's the log line for it is
Back for
seconds.
Back for seconds.
But yeah, if barring I can't get that, then I'm gonna make you guys sit through Poultrygeist.
Ooh, I hope we get Thanksgiving because Poltergeist was bad.
So it'll be one or the other.
There was a lot of dick in that, as I remember.
There was a lot of everything in that.
Yeah.
It's another trauma film.
Yep.
But
Well,
it's more classic trauma film.
I
not
think
butt crack trauma.
I'm pretty sure I'll either be drunk, high, or just not watching it. Since it's trauma.
Yeah.
You know how much
it's good
you know how much I love trauma films.
It's good old violent trauma, not shitty butt crack.
I don't care. Trauma's just not my. That's not my ball of wax right there. I don't.
We
really
haven't
care
watched
for
any
it.
trauma films in a long time.
I think the last one we watched was
butt crack.
Butt Crack.
And it was
It
shitty.
was a long time ago.
Was that the only trauma film we watched?
No, we watched another one.
No, which
what?
one did we watch?
We watched
Very good.
I know we did. I'm sure
Or
we
what
did.
we were about to. And we
I don't
didn't.
think we watched any
We
except for butt crack.
watched
I
Butt
thought it was
Crack.
just Butt Crack.
We watched.
I know we were talking about Toxic Avengers.
know we were
I wouldn't
talking about
mind
that.
watching Toxic Avengers because that was kind of decent.
No, it was pretty shitty too.
Yeah. But at least it was. I don't know. For some reason, it was kind of decent to me.
Maybe just remember it as being decent. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it
know,
again
maybe-
and be like, "Fuck, this sucks too."
Maybe that was the only one we watched.
No,
I thought we watched
that's
another
the only
one,
one we
but-
watched.
Was it
Nope.
not Tromeo. No, we didn't watch Tromeo and Juliet.
No.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh fuck! What else? Or are you thinking of the silent
Surf
films?
Nazis? We never. Yeah, probably getting
Maybe.
confused with
You're
the
thinking
silent
of the
films.
silent films because we watched.
We watched a couple of those.
We watched a couple of. Yeah, we
Maybe
watched.
both films.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So we're gonna go Poultrygeist
Poultry.
or Thanksgiving 2. Hopefully Thanksgiving 2 because I was actually sort of excited about that one.
Yeah. So was I. That was definitely a good surprise.
Yep.
And it's been about 2 years since we
Got funded on
watched the last one.
Kickstarter, I saw. So and that was like
Did it?
Yeah, like
Awesome.
2010. So it should be
Yeah.
out by now, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, it had a pretty decent following for an independent film.
Yep.
It was definitely a surprise, and it's no Avatar. You know, the special effects
Totally was Avatar.
The special effects weren't
Throw
all,
some
all
3D
that
stuff,
high,
some arrows
high up
flying in
there.
your face. You're good to go. There.
But it was definitely way entertaining, and I would love to see the second one.
Oh yeah, yep,
So if we could get it, we'll see Thanksgiving 2.
yep.
The-
And if not, well,
Yeah.
we're gonna watch Poltergeist.
So we'll
About
either watch
a fast food chicken restaurant.
That's
bad.
a good shitty film, or we're just gonna watch a shitty film.
Yep, yep.
Yay!
Yay.
All right, so until next week, if you have any suggestions for films for us to watch, or you just want to drop us a line, say, hey, how you guys doing? Email us at youthrewpoo@me.com. Go check out our WordPress page. And also, Scott has been keeping up the Facebook here with with very witty comments and status
witty
reports
comments and stuff. And I've also been slowly uploading season 1 onto YouTube. Episode 38 or something right now. I can't remember.
It's not on our Movie Dump YouTube channel. It's on our other one. Was it FMI Production?
FMI Production.
FMI Production. Yeah. So go
Movie Dump, proud subsidiary of the FMI Productions.
Yeah,
the Movie Dump, where we accidentally ripped off too many copyrighted things.
That's who really pays the bills, kids.
yeah. We kind of got into some legal issues with YouTube. So every time we post anything on our Movie Dump page,
I don't know. Yeah, probably did.
I tried to post something on there a couple days ago, and they're like, "Fuck you guys." Kicked it back right away.
Yeah,
it's like no. So I'm like, how the fuck do other people get away with it? But we're putting it up there saying, "Hey,
it's a man keeping us down."
It is. God damn it,
Condorman, keeping us down.
Keep the nuts down.
Dumping on podcast.
Yeah. So go check out those things. Support us if you like it, and give us your feedback, all that good stuff. And if you have a movie that we haven't mentioned, or you think that was something that we would want to watch, let us know. So until then, I'm Ben.
I'm Condor Nick.
And I'm Condor Scott.
And this has been the Movie Dump Podcast. Not very original this week.
No.
Enjoy your week.